in honor of Kid Flash, we thought we'd do something special here today on Super Chat. It is time for Super Chat Super Kids Edition. Hey everyone, welcome to Super Chat. We're going to talk about all things CW, superhero shows, and I'm your host, Jess. And I'm having more fun already before the show's even started because I have some super kids with us today in honor of Wally West. He's been doing big things on the show, so I wanted to bring in some kids because they're doing big things too. I'd like to introduce you to our guests. This is Emma, Connor, and Izzy. Emma does vlogs, so she's used to being on camera. She's like live all the time on Instagram. Keep Fighting Daily Vlogs. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, first thing, you may be wondering why I call it Keep Fighting Daily Vlogs. I want to spread a message with my vlogs, which is keep fighting, because I believe no matter what life throws at you, if you never give up, always keep a positive attitude in life, and always keep fighting, then you can get through anything. That's
awesome. You guys are pretty great. I'm real impressed. I was just saying I'm going to scrap adults from now on, and it's only going to be
Can
kids.
I be a regular?
Yeah, Emma's going to come on, co-host. Connor is a Boy Scout. He also plays soccer. Are you kind of jealous of the Girl Scout cookie game right now?
Totally. Like,
I'm jealous.
It's hard to compete with.
It is hard. You got popcorn.
Cookies are good.
Though. Cookies are delicious.
They are.
And do you have a favorite?
Tagalongs.
Yeah. Oh, me too. Oh my goodness. Peanut butter. So what's been going on with Boy Scouts?
Not much. Just trying to keep up with the Girl Scouts.
Yeah, it's competition. You're surrounded by ladies here today. And we have Izzy here, who is a drummer. She does all kinds of cool stuff, but she's been working on a really cool new song. What have you been working on with your drumming?
Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana.
These kids, I'm telling you, Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. You guys are way cooler than I ever was. I'm not that cool now, but that's so awesome. So how often do you practice?
Every day, pretty much.
And you have to practice every day. I grew up playing piano and I was not good at practicing. So good for you. Keep practicing. When is your next concert? Spring?
I don't know.
Coming up in spring. Spring-ish.
A time.
At a time. At a time and a place. We actually have a live studio audience today of all their dads who have all been guests on the show. So yay. For our studio audience, thanks for being here. So besides the CW shows, what have you guys been watching lately?
Nothing.
I
don't have
CW
time.
all
I run a YouTube channel. I don't have time for anything.
She's like a businesswoman. Okay, so what about you?
Steven Universe.
Steven Universe? I don't even know what this is.
What?
Steven Universe is the best. Well, not the best show, but it's very good.
It's a very good show. Very watching it. It's not as good as like Supergirl, but Steven Universe. I've never even heard of that. Okay, is it on Nickelodeon or?
No.
Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. I want to know what the kids are hip to. Saying hip to is not a kid cool thing. Does anybody read any of the comics from CW shows?
CW?
Yeah, like any, nope.
When I have time.
Any graphic novels?
Yeah.
When I have time.
Yeah, okay.
Which is like once every 2 years.
So we're not up on it. You read some, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read Spider-Gwen and Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, represent. She knows somebody who does something involved in Spider-Gwen and Squirrel Girl. So you know.
I know somebody who does something too.
Yeah, we're all connected here. So I wanted to play a fun kind of game, and I was going to do the Super Chat question of the week, but we thought we'd incorporate a prop, cards. So the question of the week was, who do you guys think of the superheroes on CW needs a new costume? Just a costume makeover. You're sick of it. Who do you think? All right, let's hold up the cards. All right, okay, we've got Diggle, Kid Flash, that's surprising.
Dude.
And none.
His costumes.
Izzy's like none. Everybody's great. All right, so why Diggle? Because I agree with you on that one.
He doesn't really have a costume. It's just a helmet.
It's a helmet and like a leather jacket.
Yeah.
And the helmet,
cool.
I feel like, is ruining the peripherals. Like it's a little too.
Yeah. Someone's like right here. You can't even see him.
Right. So you check it out there. And then the Guardian's costume is very similar.
Yeah.
Okay. So Connor, you said Kid Flash, which is surprising. Why?
Well, I mean, his suit is all yellow, so he basically looks like Reverse Flash.
That's true. That's a good point. You know what I don't like about it, but I know it's from the comics. It's missing the top.
Yeah.
You would think that like the aerodynamics or it would like blow his hair.
His hair just catches on fire.
Yes, right? Yeah, I feel like that would need to be covered. But I guess, you know, suspension of imagination. And you said none. You just feel like everybody's cool? You like the sleek look, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite costume? And you were Supergirl for Halloween.
Yeah. So probably Supergirl.
Probably that. That's good. I go with that. That's cool. My least favorite is Mr. Terrific. I know that he kind of looks like the comics. But okay, look at right there. We've got the actor in the middle, and then two different versions of what he could. Why not make him look like the one on the left with a little bit of a mask? My question is, how does, right before he goes to fight crime, does he braid his full hair?
Yeah, exactly. Like, who does his hair so fast?
Right.
They just call Barry.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they could. Yes, I don't like that costume. And I don't really like white canaries. I feel like the whole, this part up here is weird. That's cool with the coat, but I don't know, redo that one. I'm not into it. So, who is your favorite CW villain of all time is our next question. Let's hold up the cards. What do we like? Okay, we got Zoom, a very, very eager Zoom. Gorilla Grodd. Well, you're gonna be happy in like 2 weeks when he comes back.
I can't wait for that.
And Astra on Supergirl. Okay, so why Astra?
Well, she's like, I like her hair because it has like the white, so then you know like she's different from her sister.
Yeah, that's true.
And she's like, she's still a little good. Just a little bit.
You like the redeeming quality?
Right.
Yeah.
Who's Astra again?
She's on Supergirl.
She's
You're gonna have to give me more.
Supergirl's aunt.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Didn't she die?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Oops. Okay.
Her.
Like
With
was this
Kryptonite.
season, right? Yeah.
No, the second.
This is second season. Well, it was recently in the time of the show.
It was at a.
It was in these last 2 seasons. Okay, so Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah.
Why? You just love him?
Because he's a giant telepathic monkey. It looks
not to love.
Yeah.
He is pretty great. They keep showing I think it's King Kong movie trailers, and I'm like, Grodd versus Kong. Who would win? Who would win that?
Grodd.
Yeah,
he has an army of monkeys.
Yeah. And it's just King Kong all by him lonesome. I think Grodd would win. Yeah. I'm excited. In 2 weeks on The Flash, we are going to Gorilla City. And I think that's a 2-episode arc.
Yeah.
Really?
So we're going to be there for a while. It should be pretty cool. But it's not on next week. It's on the week after. So stay tuned for that. And now Emma picked Zoom.
Yes.
Now Zoom is your favorite.
Yes.
Very cool. Now why Zoom? Of all the speedsters.
He's just, to me, he represents what it's like to be a great villain because he's like insane, but he has like this crazy, intricate plan that he just takes out so perfectly. It's just
that's
like,
true.
He's just awesome.
He did. He had a plan that throughout the timelines. I mean, it was a lot of work. I wouldn't want to, Reverse Flash did that too. I wouldn't want the job of being a speedster villain because I can I don't remember, it's Tuesday or Wednesday half the time, and they have to think like, now 15 years I've been in this one universe, timeline, Earth, whatever. I couldn't do it. But I like Reverse Flash. I keep pointing to these pops.
Yeah.
The Reverse Flash back from season 1 of The Flash, and I also like Deathstroke, Slade from Arrow. He's always so cool. So he came back a little bit in the crossover. I'd love for him to come back. And I'm curious to see who the villain is on Arrow this time. We don't know who Prometheus is yet. And I hope we find out.
That's hard to say.
Prometheus, yes. Supergirl this week was all about the Luthor family. And my question for everybody is, now we got to meet, we got to be introduced more to Lena Luthor's history and kind of how she was raised with Lex and her mother Lillian. But throughout the episode, you kind of wondered if she was going bad with her mom or staying good and being Kara's friend. The very last scene of the episode, and we're all about spoilers here. If you have not watched the show, don't watch this.
Leave. And come back later.
You come back later. Yep. But so I'm curious if you guys think when she is playing with the chess set at the end, do you think that she is actually going to the dark side of the Force, or was that just I don't know, is that just left for your imagination?
I think she's going to be good.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I see the best in people.
There you go. That's what Connor said.
Yeah.
He sees the best in people. I don't want her to be bad.
No.
Yeah.
But she could be.
She could be. It was creepy.
It could go either way.
He could. And they left you to figure it out.
Because like you want her to be good, but like she might not be.
Right, exactly.
She's a Luthor.
She is a Luthor.
She is a Luthor.
She is. I don't know. So I think it would be too easy for the show. I don't like when shows make it, like, oh, she's a Luthor, so obviously she's going to be bad.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be too easy for the show to do that. But everybody online had an opinion, and I asked if she's good or bad or is it complicated, and a resounding amount of you said it's complicated. So maybe she's good, bad. I don't know. We'll see.
That's a thing.
I guess to be determined. I was wanting to know what you guys thought about Cyborg Superman. Now that's a pretty cool character in the comic book history, and on the show I kind of felt like in my opinion is they kind of threw it away by just making it the same actor who plays already Martian Manhunter. Would you guys have liked to have seen a different person come in and play that and make it a bigger role, or do you like that it's the same actor?
It just makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it just makes sense.
I wanted to see the actor Dean Cain, who played Kara's father, Danvers.
Right.
Yes, I would have liked to have seen him. Now, back in my day, I love having to say that. Back in my day, there was the Adventures of Lois and Clark, which where Dean Cain was Superman, Terry Hatcher was Lois, and she is going to be on the show. But the guy who played Superman is Kara's dad, who was passed. So I would like to see I want him back. I thought that's what they were going to do with that character, and that would have been cool. So I kind of thought it was a throwaway. So throwaway or yay?
I mean, I think it should be like a whole new character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
we're in agreement. Oh, good.
Yep.
Oh, good. Okay, Kara, Izzy's going to correct me if I keep saying Kara and James. Now, what do you guys think about the Guardian? Leave him, love him?
Meh.
Meh?
meh.
Meh. We got a lot of meh. Yeah, I say
Meh.
leave him. I think the Guardian is too much.
Yeah.
And it's causing a rift
true.
in their friendship. It's making it awkward at work.
Unnecessary.
It is unnecessary, yes. So he's been doing some good things. Like he was helping out in this episode a lot. There was a really cool fight scene with him. But I think that it's too many vigilantes on the show. It's going to cause a rift between Team Supergirl. And that was our other question we didn't get to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So on that team, you know, a little bit of a rift with Wynn and James, and then Supergirl and everybody else, the DEO. Now, if you could be on any one of the show's teams, like Legends, Team Arrow, Team Flash at Star Labs, or Supergirl's team, who would you pick? Let's see your cards. All right, everybody's different. We got Flash, Legends, and Supergirl. Why Legends?
Well, because like there's so much diversity on that team.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool because like there's just everybody.
And you can they do a lot of different things, and you don't always have to be taking the lead if you're the main person.
Right.
Yeah, time travel. Plus they get to wear cool costumes to fit in.
Best part.
Yeah, and you can go check out history, although there's no pressure, right? You know, they can have pressure changing the timeline of
Who
things.
needs history class when you have a time machine?
Right. I know,
So
it's
true.
and it's an educational show with George Washington last week. Yeah, so you picked Flash. Now, how come Flash?
Because that was the first show I started watching, and I just love it.
You love it, yeah.
I just love it.
She's like an ultra fan of the Flash.
I have 10 Flash shirts.
10. That's more than me, probably. I don't know.
I'm working on it.
We'll have a count off. And you picked Supergirl,
Yep.
which I probably could have guessed that. In any particular reason?
Probably the same reason as her. That was the first CW show I started watching. It was like really good.
Yeah, she just loves it. Loves Supergirl, and you are Supergirl. So back to Supergirl, we're talking about. There's a budding romance. Well, it's kind of an awkward romance at this point. It's Mon-El and Kara. Do you want them to be a couple, or do you think we don't need that on the show?
I don't like that.
No, we don't like it
Nope.
here. I like that we're all still in the age of not liking that here. That's good.
Yeah.
That's cute. Next week looks to be interesting with Mr. I cannot say his name. It's too hard for me to pronounce. Does anyone have it?
Mitzelplix?
You got it. I think that's what it is. Mitzelplex.
I was just
don't
about
know.
to go, Dad.
It was kind of like, it's kind of like a Cupid type story. And, but that's a little dated now. They should have done that this week, right? So, you know, it looks cute. I'm sure it'll be fun, interesting. But I don't know. We've seen that before on Arrow.
Right.
There was the character Cupid on Arrow. So I'm curious to see.
I'm just gonna note I haven't watched seasons 1 through 3 of Arrow because I started in the 4th season.
So you started in 4?
I walked into the living room. My mom and dad were watching it, and I got caught up in it.
Yeah,
That's how I started watching Arrow.
That'll happen. But are you the most confused person ever during the flashbacks at this point?
Sometimes.
Yeah, because I'm confused and I've been watching it.
Yeah, I meant to binge last summer, but that's gonna happen this summer now.
Well, that's the beauty of it being on Netflix is now you can binge watch
So true.
It's so true. Why DVR did not record last week's Arrow? So DVR, I was mad. Anyway, the new Black Canary is looking pretty cool. So we're gonna see what she's all about. Flash, it's on a little bit of a hiatus, but we have at least one major Flash fan here, so we have to talk about it.
Yes.
Now the whole thing this year is, will Iris die? Will she die? Do you guys think Iris West is gonna die at the end of the season?
I pray not,
We
but
got a yes?
maybe, probably,
Maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
She doesn't know what that is. Fine. You know what? That's something that you can discover, and you have all that to look forward to. Iris West, I think, can't die, because everyone would get crazy mad on Twitter, and so I think
Twitter would explode.
Yes, I think she would have to stick around. She is Barry Allen's girlfriend, and he is the Flash. So now you know. But the whole point of the show right now is trying to save her. Barry traveled into the future, saw her death. He's trying to save her. Do you think that maybe somebody else will sacrifice themselves in place of her?
Maybe.
Probably.
Julian, maybe? Alchemy?
Oh, that would,
Oh, I haven't thought about that.
I don't want that to happen, though.
You don't
I
want?
like him.
I do too.
He's
He was on Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Everybody
a cool
on Harry
character.
Potter's cool.
Yeah, keep them all. Let's bring in Daniel Radcliffe too. Can you imagine?
You're a wizard,
It's
Barry.
Draco, yeah. See, now you gotta watch The Flash. It's so great. Draco's on there.
you're
And
a
he's very
wizard,
Draco on the show. He's very grumpy. And he has some really funny lines about being socially awkward, so I enjoy that.
Sure.
And we're all depending on Wally to save the day. Our kid Flash. Hopefully Kid Flash can do it, because you know what, power to the kids. How do we like Wally West so far this season?
Oh, I love it.
I love him too. He's a lot of fun.
He's really good.
He's got some good lines. The actor is really
Speedster
great.
buddies.
Yeah, it's Speedster. And you know what? I think this is a great example of the show not overdoing it with two
Yeah.
speedsters.
That's true.
Yeah.
I saw like a couple weeks ago, I saw a picture on Facebook of Jesse Quick, Wally West, and Barry on the same screen.
Oh, yes,
that'd be
because you
cool.
know what? It's coming next week, or in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I think they're all going to band up to fight the gorillas.
Oh
That
yeah,
should
because
be
he's on Earth too.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
That's got to be a lot of work for the people animating the gorillas.
Yeah, oh my
I
gosh.
can't imagine.
That'd be
Oh
like
man.
a nightmare.
So I hope that Wally West saves the day on Flash. Do we like Savitar as the villain this year? He's not kind of around that much.
Yeah. He looks really cool, though.
He does.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they did a
Oh
great
my
job with
gosh.
the effects on it.
I want
But-
to see a cosplay of Savitar.
That
That'd
would be
so
cool.
awesome.
Oh, that would be a lot of work to do a cosplay.
Yeah,
of
I don't have
Savitar.
time for that, so don't look at me.
It's not gonna be Emma who's doing the
Nope.
cosplay of it. Have you guys heard of the musical crossover coming up in March?
not.
Okay, Emma's got an opinion. So, okay, let's
I
go
always
down
have
the
an
line.
opinion.
Let's raise our hand. Are you for a musical crossover? Raise your hand.
Sounds cool.
Okay, we got Connor. Well, it's like a musical episode of Flash and Supergirl.
Oh, yeah, that sounds
Okay,
awesome.
we got 2 for it. 2 for it. Now, does it change your opinion that most of the people were on Glee?
No, wait. Never mind. I changed my mind. I'm for it because I remembered something.
What did you remember?
It's gonna be. I saw an article on Facebook that said it was going to be like a villain who made them sing instead of talk.
Oh.
So that makes
that
it a bit
sounds cool.
better
Music
instead
Meister.
of it just being
Yeah.
random singing. 'Cause
Have
that-
any of you watched Glee at all?
Nope.
Yeah,
My
wasn't
mom
Barry on
watches
it?
that.
Yeah, Barry was on it, Supergirl was on it, and the villain, Music Meister, Darren Criss, was one of the main characters.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's like Glee with superhero outfits is what's happening. So they can sing, it will be cool. Actually, one of our street teamers went to school with the guy who plays the Flash, Grant Gustin. He went to college with him and did performing arts and said he was very good. Obviously, he was doing fine, but he was, so he's got the chops. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of musicals either. Like, I'm not into them, but like you said, if there's a
love 'em.
reason for them to say, instead of just being like, oh, we're singing a song now, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a chance. It's a 2-night crossover. It's at the end of March. So it'll start on Supergirl, and then it'll end on The Flash, and then we'll talk about it here on Super Chat. So let's take a look at the trailer for the next episode of The Flash, Gorilla City.
A friend of ours is lost on a parallel Earth, and we're gonna go get him back.
A parallel Earth. Are you going to Planet of the Apes?
No, it's just a city of them. Welcome to the jungle, baby.
It's Planet of the Apes, isn't it?
No, calm down.
Who exactly is Grodd?
A giant telepathic ape with rage issues.
Harry's my friend. I'm not gonna just abandon him.
Indiana Jones much?
Chance to visit another dimension. Wasn't gonna miss that, was I?
We're not going sightseeing.
Neither am I.
Well, damn. It's a trap.
Welcome, Flash.
Speedster versus Supergirl. Best, worst video game ever.
The Flash, Gorilla City. 2-episode event begins Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
We're into it.
Yeah.
We're into it.
That looked awesome.
It kind of looks like a movie, right?
Yeah.
That's what the great thing about the CW shows is. It's like they're like movies. Yeah. Do you guys prefer? Are you enjoying this season better than last season? Do you like one or the other? Are you happy with season 3? How it's going with the Flash? Yeah.
I'm happy with all
really
the seasons.
No disappointment. Okay, good. You like Supergirl this year? Good. Okay, I'm glad that CW is serving your wishes. I'm looking forward to this gorilla episode. It should be a good one. And we want to give a special shout out to the Flash discussion group on Facebook, and also there are a lot of discussion groups for Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow. Check out this special message from Lance.
Good evening, guys and girls. My name is Lance. I am the creator of some of the biggest Facebook groups out there dedicated to discussing some of these DC TV theme shows. We have groups for Flash, Arrow, DC Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl, Gotham, and Black Lightning. We do memes. We post pictures. We have news, cosplayers, fan art. We run contests. We do polls. And we love to have all you diehard fans come and join our groups. What makes our group special, we got celebrities that are in these TV shows. We have producers, we got writers, guys and girls that work for DC Comics in our groups. Again, we are the biggest Facebook groups out there, so come join us, have some fun, add your friends. The more the merrier, and hope to see you soon. Thanks, guys and girls.
I believe there are about 49,000 people on the Flash one now.
Really?
And some of the stars of the show are on there, so if you want to continue the discussion, and you have adult supervision, go to Facebook, chat there, and you can always talk with me at WCCB on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Let's give a round of applause for our guest today. We had a super kid super chat, and it was great, and no one has shown more enthusiasm for this set ever. So you guys are welcome back anytime. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching, and we'll super chat with you next week. Bye. Bye.